Former Borg drone 7 of 9, Jerry Ryan, was a mother figure and mentor to a group of ex-Borg children in Star Trek. Voyager. Voyager's Borg kids had been assimilated as children, just like Seven, who was only 6 years old when her parents' ship, the USS Raven, was caught after years of evading capture. Young Annika Hansen was the daughter of Aaron and Mangus Hansen, Federation scientists whose study of the Borg brought them to the Delta Quadrant. Annika was too young to become a drone, so she was placed in a maturation chamber until she was older. Recently liberated from the Borg collective, Seven was still figuring out how to reclaim her own humanity when the USS Voyager encountered a Borg cube that had been struck by a virus in Star Trek. Voyager Season 6, Episode 16, Collective. The virus rendered the cube all but inert, killing all the drones aboard except a few children who were protected by their maturation chambers. Severed from the rest of the Borg, the kids formed their own version of a collective. Instead of destroying the neonatal drones, 7 of 9 took responsibility for the children on board Voyager. 7 of 9 became the adoptive guardian to Star Trek. Voyager's Borg children, after convincing the neonatal collective to rediscover their individuality like she had. The self-appointed leader, first, Ryan Spawn, died while refusing to leave the cube. Ozan, Kurt Wetherell, and Rebai, Cody Wetherell, were Visandi twins, and Mizodi, Marley S. McLean, was a Norcadian girl. The oldest was Ika, Manu Intirami, a teenage Brunali boy whose initial assimilation had been a ploy to infect the Borg with a genetically engineered virus. After the younger children reunited with their families, 7 of 9 took personal responsibility for Icheb's future. 7 of 9 oversaw the day-to-day lives of the Borg children, who used the spare regeneration units in 7's cargo bay while the USS Voyager crew searched for their original families. 7's parenting style was heavily influenced by her own Borg upbringing, with a strict daily schedule that included the ingestion of nutrients, scientific education, and exercise. 1 hour in the afternoon was allotted for recreation, with fun commencing at 1500 hours. Despite this rigid outline, 7's relationship with the ex-Borg children taught 7 that caring for others was an important part of becoming an individual. Naomi Wildman, Scarlett Palmer's, was the USS Voyager's first child, and an unlikely friend to 7 of 9. Born in Star Trek, Voyager Season 2, Episode 21, Deadlock, to Ensign Samantha Wildman, Nancy Howard. Naomi's half-Katarian DNA accelerated her growth relative to humans, so Naomi was old enough to befriend 7 in Voyager's later seasons. 7 was a non-Starfleet mentor for Naomi, while Naomi represented a younger version of 7 who hadn't been assimilated. Just as the Doctor, Robert Picardo, helped 7 reclaim humanity, Naomi helped 7 reclaim a childhood that had been lost to the Borg. Bringing Ika, Mezodi, Ozan, and Rebail onto the USS Voyager meant that Naomi was no longer the USS Voyager's only child. Naomi Wildman did her part to help 7 reintroduce the Borg kids to their own lives, and was happy to give the child's perspective that 7 still lacked. Ika maintained contact with 7 during her Fenris Ranger days, but Ika died in Star Trek Picard after his Borg components were poached. 7 of 9's Borg children were an important part of 7's Star Trek Voyager family, who ultimately helped teach 7 how to care for others.